How's it going, everybody? My name is Christian. I'm here with your co-host, Caden, and welcome back to the 10th episode of the world-renowned Titletown Tonight. We've become household names. Everyone, all 46 subscribers know our names by heart. They wake up and they think about us.
It gets to the point where, like, I go outside and I see someone on the street and I just, do you know who I am? And they always say yes. So.
Yeah. I actually had like 20 police officers pull up to my apartment
Crib?
the other day. Yeah.
Yeah,
no, they pulled up and they were so excited to see me. They were screaming at me to like get down. I'm like, sir, like, I'm not like that. I'm just another human.
I'm not gonna sign your envelope.
No.
Or your ticket or whatever.
You cannot see the inside of my house. I have to have privacy for a reason. And like, they're like, well, we're gonna get a warrant, this and that. I'm like, people are crazy.
Anyway, you guys need to calm down a little bit.
You guys, like, listen. I know you love to watch us. I know you love to listen. But it comes to a point where you can't be vicariously living through our supreme experiences, you know? I mean, we're living up on the top. We won't...
It can't be doing... You can't say supreme experiences. No. That's just insane. Anyway, episode 10. This is episode 10 of Titletown Tonight. Very exciting. Basically anniversary, but
yeah, 46 subscriber special.
Yeah.
that's what we're calling it. But
Packers
yeah, I mean,
came off a huge dub, 19-27.
I'd say they came off
18,
a dub. I say they came
20.
off a dub. At 27-18. This was a game that I think really highlighted Matt LaFleur's biggest critique, and that's how he handles the lead. Because this really shouldn't have been a game. I'm glad Jamar Chase is finally getting some catches, purely because of my fantasy team. But, you know, I think I saw something online that was beautiful.
Can't stop hiccuping. I don't know what.
It's all right. It's part of the allure of this episode. The biggest critique Matt LaFleur has, and we kind of talked about it, is his lack of killer instinct. But more specifically, it's how he handles having a lead. Because this year we have not had a team score any points in the first half.
But I think
that's insane.
How is that Matt LaFleur though?
Because he just immediately takes his foot off the gas as soon as we have a decent lead going into halftime.
That this game wouldn't be the best game to highlight that version of him because he scored more in the second half than the first half.
Well, sure, but I think this shouldn't have been a game at all. I think as soon as you see him,
that was more of the defense's fault, letting up 18 in the final 20 minutes of the game.
I think it's situational.
18 points is nuts in 20 minutes when your quarterback is Joe fucking Flacco.
I mean, Joe Flacco. He's gonna save Jamar Chase's fantasy value. Just watch.
Okay, buddy.
But going over some stats real quick. Josh Jacobs' flu game went absolutely crazy. He was vomiting before and after the game. He said he was just feeling ill the entire time. He still managed to have 93 yards and 2 tuds with a good amount in the air. I think it came down to it came around like 120 to 130 total scrimmage yards. Jordan Love, 19 for 26, 259, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. People are very polarized about the opinion of the interception. It was a bad interception.
I didn't even see it. I'm gonna be real. I was driving.
People were saying that it was tipped by Romeo, but it wasn't. It was tipped by a defender and then caught by another defender. It just, it's one of those gunslinger moments. I feel like people need to have a little bit of honest expectation when it comes to Jordan Love. He's a perfect blend right in between Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, and you gotta love it through and through because it's going to be fun to watch. There's going to be some fuck-ups, but he's going to have some absolute stellar throws and some that are like, well, shit. But
he's still 9 touchdowns, 2 picks right now.
Yeah, 3 picks, I think.
2, right?
Oh, no, I'm thinking of A-Rod.
A-Rod has 10 touchdowns, 3 picks.
Yeah. I think people immediately shift their judgment as soon as someone makes a mistake, which is obvious. I mean, it's, people just tend to do that out of recency bias. I think if Matt LaFleur wasn't so conservative this game, I think the one interception wouldn't even have left as much of a mark. Yeah, but and it was first drive of the game. It could have come at a much more pivotal moment. But it was one of those things that you have to look back on and say, was this like an actual momentum mover in Cincinnati's direction? But besides that, I think, we outgained Cincinnati 409 yards to 268. The defense, although they did give up that amount of points in the second half, 18 points in the second half, they still held strong late in the game. So we got to give a little bit of credit where it's due. But I think the biggest, we got to give the MVP of this game has to go to Lucas Havrisik, because he came in about to be a substitute teacher, comes in, kicks 5 for 5, 100%.
Yeah.
And he beat out whoever else was going to be picked up, and he's on our practice squad now. So that's really cool. I think people need to be more appreciative of players regardless of their stature in the NFL. The people don't understand how much blood, sweat, and tears that every single player in this league has put down to even get to a collegiate level and be a starter on a collegiate level is a feat of its own. But, I think it's really great that he was able to make something of a very unknown surprise for him getting the call from the Packers.
You literally can't ask him to do better. So.
Yeah, he did. He did everything he could have. And McManus, as of today, he is still not practiced. So there's a possibility he may be suiting up.
Yeah, maybe he was kicking. Bisaccia need to fucking go. This wouldn't be a problem if he didn't need to get 2 damn tackles in a game.
No. I think, I still have reservations about backup kickers. Obviously, one good game is one good game. You got to treat it as such.
That's your expectation. You need to be perfect as a kicker. I honestly, swear to God.
How do you go from you need to know your expectations? You have to be perfect.
As a kicker, your expectations are to make every field goal that isn't over 55 yards.
Yeah, but a quarterback is supposed to make every throw, right?
Yeah, but quarterback's job is more difficult because there's more things to handle.
I agree.
You just got to kick a fucking ball.
I don't know. We talked about this a few episodes ago, and since the job is so simple, it's the one. And I can't say simple. It's obviously it's a lot of not everyone can go and be an NFL kicker. That's not what I'm saying. But yeah, the pressure of doing that one thing.
Yeah.
I think, you look at different personality types. I feel like kickers can be the I don't want to say the soft spot for personalities. You don't see it quite near as often as any other player. I think there's a lot more going on upstairs. Okay. All right. We have some injury news. Lucas Van Ness, it doesn't look like he's going to be playing this week. Nope. Devontae Wyatt is still yet to practice. Christian Watson there's a possibility he may come back this week.
It's a pretty high possibility.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. He definitely deserves it. His dad talks way too damn much. Granted, I did read his latest tweet, and it does make a lot of sense. He was backing up Matthew Golden about his production, and he's like, you could put anybody in the Packers system and it won't matter because the play caller will spread the ball so evenly.
Yeah.
It's about target volume. And I completely agree. Matthew Golden made the most of his targets. I definitely think that this goes into Matt LaFleur's play calling being conservative. I don't think it's necessarily only about what calls are being played on down and distance. I think it's also he's trying to make sure that there's the least amount of patterns on tape as possible. And I don't think, we'll see when come playoffs, but I don't think we're really executing our strengths as well as we could on an efficiency level.
Of course, yeah.
Tucker Kraft still nursing a minor knee issue, which is unfortunate, but
he seemed fine in the game.
It's it's the Hydra. One goes out, you're going to have a few takes to place. I'm still surprised Dontavian Wicks hasn't gotten really anything in terms of targets in the last few weeks. Yeah, it's really bad. And trade deadline coming up. Get you thinking.
Yeah.
I mean,
keep Pookie, Romeo.
Steelers are looking. I am kind of looking at the fire sale that the Dolphins have. Not only for Green Bay, but for the Steelers. Imagine Jalen Waddle or
Why
AJ
would
Brown.
they trade their only healthy receiver right now?
Because the whole organization is in complete shambles.
Yeah, I mean 1-5 is not good. I don't want to see Mike McDaniels go. I know
He's probably gonna go.
He's gonna go, but he's gonna get an assistant job somewhere.
He's gonna go back. He's gonna go to the 49ers and just work with Shanahan again.
I don't think so.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't the Packers number 2 in the NFC standings?
And yes, they are.
Okay, I think it's very telling, and based on what you're going to be bringing up in the second half of this episode in terms of giving me top 10 rankings, it's interesting because this Bengals game wasn't like the craziest showing of the Packers. I still don't think we've played complete football since week 1.
Yeah.
It really puts in perspective
Week 2.
How
That Commanders game was pretty complete football, if you ask me.
I agree. I don't think it was as good.
Yeah, well, because it's the Lions, and
Yeah.
that was an elite performance all around. But I think you can't complain about either of those games.
No, you definitely can't. But I am like, we really have to look around the NFL and ask, like, who's good, who is the elite of the elite? Because the Philadelphia just got destroyed by Cameron Scadaboo,
Yeah,
the GOAT. Next to Jackson Fart.
I didn't.
Jesus Christ.
I still don't think Philly's in the elite category just because their offense is struggling. It's struggling.
I do think they're playing Chiefs ball, though.
Yeah, but even Saquon Barkley's averaging under 4 yards a carry. You're telling
That's
me,
pretty crazy.
yeah, why? It's like nothing's being successful.
Yeah.
Pass game is not doing good. Jalen Hurts overthrowing hella, throwing picks, just as mid as I always thought he was. But
you know what? I saw this the other day, and I couldn't agree more. You put Jalen Hurts on the Jets, he will not do as well as Justin Fields. He will do as well as Justin Fields.
yeah, I agree.
I would look, man. It just blows my mind how easily people are so swung by a record. People are calling for Tyrod Taylor to replace Justin Fields. I'm like,
He has
dude,
no picks.
You
this
just
season.
saw Aaron Rodgers go from the Jets last year to Pittsburgh this year and be at the top of the division.
Negative 10 net passing yards is really bad, but
It is bad, but that's not like you. That's more than a quarterback problem at that point.
yeah.
Like, even the shittiest quarterbacks get passing yards. Like,
Yeah.
you can't get sacked 9 times and then have everyone give you the blame as to why the Jets are not producing on offense.
It's bullshit because, like, Justin Fields has honestly been almost the high point of that offense. Like, he has 7 touchdowns, 0 picks, a good amount of rushing yards.
Yeah.
Like, he's not bad.
Yeah.
No turnovers is crazy.
I think it's everyone needs to just let's look at all the Jets quarterbacks going back to Sam Darnold to now. Not a single one of them has made a name for the Jets organization.
Smith, even.
Yeah, Geno Smith. I'm not going to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy and said that I predicted that Geno Smith could have excelled in a different scheme.
Not the Raiders scheme.
Oh
clearly.
yeah, did you see after the Titans Raiders game, an anonymous Raiders coach came out and said that the Titans team is the worst team he's seen in the last 25 years.
And they beat him by 10.
And yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, why should anyone on the Raiders be talking about how bad another team is?
I mean, the Titans are really bad.
They're bad, but I mean, you look at the Raiders throughout history, and most of the people on that coaching staff, unless there was a clean sweep that I'm unaware of, like every year of the Raiders through the 2010s and so on has had only one competent year, and they lost in a wild card, I believe, with Derek Carr.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I mean, the Raiders, I thought they would be good this year, and Geno Smith is literally just trash. I mean, we can talk about, Justin
O-line's
Fields.
also trash.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, Justin Fields, we call him trash for the same reason we call Geno Smith trash. But let's compare the stats. Let's compare the stats. How many interceptions does Geno Smith have? 9 fucking interceptions.
That's insane.
9 interceptions.
That's insane. Who's there?
Nathan Peterman's stats.
Aiden O'Connell is still on the bench. Right?
Yeah.
That just goes to show how terrible he is. Because
Yeah.
if they're not putting him in already, like,
Yeah.
come on now. Speaking of the Titans, Brian Callahan, get the fuck out of here.
Not
He
surprising.
finished with a 4-19 record as a head coach.
Cannot believe they beat the Cardinals 2 weeks ago. They should be at 0-6. Honestly, they could have gone 0-17 if it weren't for that game.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think they're so beyond dysfunctional that this is like my problem with the headspaces of the front offices of these teams that clearly aren't doing well. I can't tell if some of these teams, I mean, some of them have to, but some of these teams just don't want to win. Because
you think, well,
they would rather fill in seats than get wins. Because if
true.
I'm the Titans GM, I'm not drafting Cam Ward. I'm not. They have so many. You need to build a system to put in a quarterback like Cam Ward.
Trade your first round pick. Get other first round picks.
You need to build
O-line.
up your depth. And they haven't gotten shit going on the offense at all. And Tony Pollard, he's been doing okay. I think if you have Tony Pollard in the backfield with Tyjae Spears and Calvin Ridley and Eno Mawar, I mean, those are all players that aren't on a star level, but they're very competent players. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to put together good drives.
Is it Anno Mayer?
I just decided to say it fast to make it sound like I knew how to pronounce it.
Anno Manor.
Something like
Alec Anno Manor?
I'll trust you in saying that that's right.
Anno Manor is his last name. I don't remember his first, but no, I don't think it's the skill positions at all. I agree. Now you say it, like you could have traded that first pick and gotten 2 first round picks the same year.
Even just build up. Like if you look at any championship team, building in the trenches is the way to start.
Yeah.
Everything outside of that can be fixed like through the draft in future years. If you can get a strong O-line and a decent O-line and a decent defensive line, you're going to already kind of be in the middle of the pack. Everything else kind of falls in place. You can kind of put anyone in a good backfield. Like,
Isn't it crazy that we saw Cam Lord get drafted in Lambeau?
That is pretty crazy.
Pretty dope.
That is pretty cool.
A little flex, because our experiences are superior to your guys' experience.
Oh, my God. You can't say that, Caden. Moving on, we have Brian Branch suspension after a game. I mean, this guy's been having poor conduct for a minute now.
I mean, you've literally ripped his helmet off and beat his ass.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got a hit on them. I'm watching that replay, and, like, no one on the Chiefs is pushing Brian Branch, like trying to push him.
Yeah.
It's like they wanted to see Juju get hit in the face. Like, that's what the team looked like.
Hey, everyone's talking about it. Juju is the number 1 player on the Chiefs. Well, maybe Patrick Mahomes. He doesn't really deserve it, though. I think Juju's the most deserving player on the Chiefs to get their shit smacked.
Oh, no, the most hated player? Or the most player that get hit the most? Most hated player is Travis Kelce.
I mean,
without a doubt. People shit on him all the time.
That would be a movie if it was him versus Brian Branch at the end of the game. That would be insane.
Yeah, well, Brian Branch.
I mean, he's the ACL destroyer. I mean, he's a good player. I just don't like him.
The fact that he's only out for 1 week is fucking crazy.
It's just PR at that point. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It
should be 3 or 4.
There's like being a good defensive player and being physical, and then there's just like, I'm gonna blatantly go for the weakest point on your body to take you out of the game. That shit's not cool. You're going beyond football. That's not football. That's you not being a man.
I think majority of people can say Brian Branch is a piece of shit. Like, even like the Lions fans think he's kind of a piece of shit. Like, especially last year, like you were saying, the ACL destroyer. Going for them people's knees, like very obviously going for the knees.
Yeah, and you saw Tucker. I mean, Tucker Kraft is really good at protecting his body. I mean, you see all the times Brian Branch has gone low. He's just raised his entire body and his legs are above his head.
Somehow he get the best players to avoid injury. Like if you see ACL injury, it's because your feet are having contact with the field. If you get hit in the knees, you got to get those legs up.
You got to transfer the energy
into the air rather than being planted on the ground and then all the energy going into your tendon. Yeah, that's how the tears happen. And like you see Tucker Kraft, for example, on that touchdown, someone was going for his legs. He just jumped and then dove straight forward, got the touchdown.
Yeah. Well, it turns out there may be a controversial solution to these issues. The NFL has been leaning into an AI system called Digital Athlete, powered by AWS, to monitor players' workload and injury risk using sensors, tracking, and AI.
It's cool.
So although this is really cool, there's a lot of ethic concerns when it comes down to player privacy.
It's on the field, right?
Yes, I know, but you are. Well, no, it's not just on the field. It would also be practice, and
Who cares? They're getting paid. It's not like they're getting any privacy issues outside of the field.
What I'm saying is, I guess maybe privacy isn't the right word, but
you're already got 3,000 cameras on your ass.
This data is being profited off of from somebody's performance, and they might not get any form of compensation. Not that they need more money. That's not what I'm saying.
Who gives a shit? I think that's not controversial at all. I mean, It is. I can't control whether it's controversial or not, but I that's so stupid to me because you are already being scanned on all facets of the field.
I can agree.
People are profiting off of your performances already. Yeah. It's not like you're going to prevent any of that happening with the AI chip.
But the thing is, though, I think, to give like a really like broad comparison, I mean, think about the difference between an NFL athlete and like one of the 7 in the boys. And I'm just saying it from the perspective of like, you are told you have to do this, this, and this. You have to go on this marketing thing. You have to do this. Like at a certain point, you are just a puppet to somebody else, and now they are like.
Yeah, but
imagine this though. Okay, can you imagine this? You're on the practice field and you look like 12% slower than you did 2 seasons ago. Your coach uses that, your GM uses that to like bench your ass.
You were 12% slower. That's your fault.
I think. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna miss a little bit of humanity in the NFL.
Yeah, but I think
AI should take over reffing 100%, and I do agree with this on the surface. I just always you have to look at the glass half empty perspective as well when you come across a multi-billion-dollar organization that is now partnering with the biggest AI leading organization on the planet in AWS.
I also saw that Guardian caps are on the way out.
What?
Next year because there's a new, which is sad, right? No more Guardian cap.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But there's a new add-on to your helmet that is like 40% better than Guardian cap, and it looks exactly like a helmet, which just sucks ass. I want to see Guardian cap Romeo. I want to see Guardian cap Savion Williams. I mean, like, it also, like, you got to enjoy the moments while it lasts. Like, this is probably the last. I mean, I'm sure the Guardian
season's going to be over soon.
Guardian cap's probably still going to be an option, but the helmet things that they were showing were pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool, and they worked.
Awesome.
So.
Well, perfect. Well, stay with us for just a moment while we take a brief intermission, and then we're going to be getting into some fantasy football stuff.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Welcome back from intermission. Before I wanted to get into some fantasy football news, I think we should all congratulate Christian on scheduling his knee surgery today.
Oh, yeah!
Yep.
Dude, me one knee surgeries in less than a month.
So, not in 3 or 4 episodes, you'll see him in probably a different chair. Probably a different chair.
Well, wait, we'll see. We'll see how we can make it work.
Maybe.
We'll see if we can make it work.
Think leg out like that, but
I got it. No, I'm gonna have full ability to sprint a week out after ACL surgery. Yeah.
So on November 19th.
I don't believe in all this mumbo jumbo the doctors are telling me. Ooh, take it easy. I'm training for my triathlon
for a week on
the day after.
Training for your badminton practice.
Yeah. I'm only not gonna do it because the pain meds are gonna make me loopy the first day. Gonna go raw dog, no pain meds, just only sprinting. Runner's high will heal my knee.
You noticed he flipped me off, but it's because I was gonna mention his fantasy team It's trash.
It's not trash.
It's
I
2 and
literally
4.
only lost because of Bijan Robinson getting 35 points, which is just absurd. Absurd.
Shout out Lapito.
Fuck you, Lapito.
Let's go, Lapito. I got Brian Robinson Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. There's too many Brians in the league.
Too many damn Bryans.
There's too many.
Listen, I traded away Derrick Henry. That was this coming week. And by the grace of the football gods, because I traded Derrick Henry for Garrett Wilson and Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson's already an immediate and immense upgrade. Like that's
Yeah, but what was the whole trade? It's not
The whole
just Derrick
trade?
Henry. But
let's see.
it was, I think you did fleece Conley a little bit, which was bullshit.
So it was Garrett Wilson, Jake Ferguson, and Josh Downs for Wan'Dale Robinson, Tony Pollard, and Derrick Henry. I think that's
Why do you need Tony Pollard back? He's not a starting role. I mean, Wan'Dale will probably be a starter for a fantasy team this upcoming.
I think Tony is a good bench player for Conley.
Yeah, it was a good bench player, Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, no, one of our teams dropped Jerry Jeudy. I mean, he really hasn't been doing fantastic.
But he had 13 targets this week. I want Jerry Jeudy. Give me Jerry Jeudy. 13 targets is nasty.
Let's think about this though. You are so up on him. Yeah, he had 13 targets,
5 catches.
He caught 5.
Yeah, but the point is they're throwing in the ball.
The point is
if that
Dylan
offense
Gabriel threw
ever
over
clicks,
50 passes.
Yeah, well now we just need to get into this.
Like what?
So Dylan Gabriel,
oh my God,
you're not a big fan of this guy.
No, I don't think it's Dylan Gabriel's fault.
No, I think you need to give him time. I don't even think it's organization.
I agree. That's why you shouldn't throw your rookie quarterback in and make him throw over 50 times in a game.
And then trade the veteran leadership for the quarterback.
I don't get it. I don't get the Browns. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
What do you mean? It's all calculated. They took on that $345 million contract
knew what they were
from
doing.
Deshaun Watson because they knew he was going to suck ass.
They were looking at Baker Mayfield like, that guy's going nowhere. That guy's a fucking nobody.
And then they signed Deshaun Watson so they could get earlier picks and then later drafts.
Let's get rid of the guy that brought us to the playoffs for the first time in like 12,000 years, and then let's get a serial rapist on our team.
He's not a rapist, but pretty much equally as bad. But
we're not going to get into the semantics of Deshaun Watson's crimes on the show.
We could make that a pod episode in the summer. Football's over.
Yeah, no, the offseason is going to be very slow.
Drama filled. We can talk about the drama outside of football.
I heard Cam Hayward's wife ended up blowing up in a car accident.
Okay, that's fucked up.
I'm kidding.
But did you know that the tight end Connor Hayward, I think, for the Steelers is Cam Hayward's brother?
That's crazy. I did not know
and
that.
he caught a touchdown this week. I had they didn't even say that on the broadcast.
That's crazy. That's great for him.
I know. It's pretty cool. I did not know that unless That's Good Sports was lying again for a joke, but
that could totally be possible. Source is Brandon Perna.
It's Brandon Perna
is my scientific source.
But it could have been a joke.
It could definitely.
A very bad joke.
That could have been a bad joke. But Garrett Wilson, I traded for him. The trade went through, and hours later, I'm watching the TV in a depressive episode, and I just see him tweak his knee. I just sat there and stared at the TV. I didn't make a noise. I didn't complain. I just sat there and stared at the replay as his knee was bending in slow motion.
It's tragic.
On the replay.
2 and 4?
Pretty bad. There is still hope that he might come back next week.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm not doubting it because the original prognosis, I guess, is that he was going to be out multiple weeks. But if I get Garrett Wilson back, I think, George Pickens, Jamar Chase, and Garrett Wilson, all in the skill positions, is going to be unstoppable. And I think I'll have enough depth to trade for.
Who's your RB2? You're
Michael
going
Carter.
2 and 5.
Michael Carter, baby. I'm still gonna get it. I'm still gonna running back by the end of the week.
Yeah, I gave him a prime opportunity.
No, you didn't.
To get Rico Dowdle, which is now projected 15 fucking points.
He wanted Terry McLaurin,
for Rico
who's
Dowdle.
been injured, and I still have high hopes on Terry McLaurin coming back and being decent towards the end of the season. Rico has been in an incredibly rewarding situation going up against or having a breakout game.
This is why you're 2-4, Christian. This is why you're 2-4. Your only position you need is an RB2.
Caden, I had
you're
Derrick
thinking about
Henry.
the logistics.
I had Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
what do you want me to do?
Where did he go? He's not on your team anymore.
Yeah, I traded
Who's
him
your
away.
RB2? Michael Carter. Who could
For
have
the
been?
time, I could put Charbonnet in there if I want to.
Don't put Charbonnet. He has the lowest average carry in the entire
Michael
league.
Carter
45
is
out of
a
45.
Band-Aid. If I had Garrett Wilson on my starting lineup and he wasn't injured, I would outscore myself by 1,000,000 this week.
Christian, your team's not very good.
Caden, it's injury. Mike Evans was my starting receiver.
He went
out. Terry McLaurin, he's still questionable. Mike Evans is still questionable. I don't even know if he's going to play this week.
He's going to play.
And so those are my two starting guys going into the beginning of the season. They're both out. And then Jahmyr Gibbs obviously pops off, and then Derrick Henry shits the bed for fucking 4 straight weeks.
Yeah,
so listen,
you only had 2 injuries.
I am Baker Mayfield, the undisputed current MVP of the season.
Undisputed is not true. But
undisputed. No one disagrees with me.
People will.
Brandon Aubrey, the best kicker in the league.
You're looking at your kicker now.
Yeah. No, he's been popping off. Averaging 11 points a game for a kicker is pretty decent. Pretty decent. Listen, here's the dealio. Big Elio. You listening?
I'm listening.
It's not over.
My team is so nasty. It's unbelievable. Right now, James Cook and Zay Flowers are on bye, but I picked up Rico Dowdle 3 weeks ago off of waivers. Obviously, good idea. Started him both weeks. He put up almost 70 points for my team. And then I traded him.
Yeah, no, you got it. You got a really good sell high on him.
I did. I traded him, and I got Brian Thomas Jr. out of it. So now he's in my flex. So now my team is pretty much perfect. I honestly don't want to make any more trades. I like Bo Nix. He
still has refused to trade with me all season.
I had the opportunity at the gym. I was like, let me give you Rico Dowdle. I see Michael Carter on there. You need a better starter than that. I wanted Terry McLaurin. This guy says
the original goal, the original
offer
trade
was Terry McLaurin. Then I asked about Mike Evans, and then I went back to Terry McLaurin. That is what happened.
No. You skipped over several steps. I said okay for Mike Evans, and you're like, well, now I know that you want to give up Mike Evans.
No,
so now I have to think about it.
You said okay to Terry McLaurin. You said okay to Mike Evans.
I said okay to Mike Evans originally.
And you said both. You said okay to both. And I wanted Terry McLaurin.
He's like, no, I have to think about it. No one wants to do that. He went back and forth. He was playing.
Now
playing a cat and mouse game.
Who's your RB2?
Caden. It's not gonna be that way. It's a band-aid for now. We're gonna make up for it.
That's funny. You put Tyler Algier in there.
Probably, honestly, he'd probably be better off. But yeah, I don't think my season's over yet. I'm on a 3-game losing streak. It does fucking suck. But
I'm on a 4-game winning streak.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're going to be peaking, and then you're going to lose out. And then you're going to miss the playoffs.
I also traded for Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt earlier in the year, and now he's starting for the first time this week. He'll also be starting next week. So let's praise up for Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
Put it up for Bill.
Bill Krosky.
Yeah.
My guy. And you guys know the rest of my team, just absolutely bananas.
Yeah, you guys.
I'm playing father today, so.
Yeah.
Or this week.
Yeah, he's gonna get his booty hole schmacked. Caden's gonna get his booty hole schmacked by dad. So.
That's not what the projections say. That's not what my record says.
Yeah. Projections were telling me I was gonna win last week, so we'll see.
Your projections are not the same as my projections.
Your projection, you know what? Fuck you. Did you think about that?
Yeah, I have an 88% chance to make the playoffs now, so thank you.
Congratulations.
What's your percentage? 11?
How about you go fuck yourself? Disrespectfully.
Anyway, it's been a good segment. 10% now. God damn.
Gotta even it out. Now I have higher chances because it's even 10.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Yep. You have a choice between an 11% chance and a 10% chance.
I'm taking 10.
Because it's clean.
Taking 10 because it's clean.
Clean 10.
It's a motivator. So it's a marauder.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the 11% rebate at Menards. If it was 10%, you would have signed this shit up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Rebate.
Oh, yeah. Well, now Caden has some blind power rankings for us.
Yeah, so I was just thinking, like, one of the most challenging things to do as a NFL fan right now is power rankings, because all the good teams that you thought were good lost this week, like the Lions and Eagles, and the teams that you thought were washed ended up winning. The Panthers look good, which is just weird. I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't.
No one knows who the fuck is good in this.
I
league
don't
right now.
like it's and I did kind of predict this at the beginning of the year that a lot of the teams would switch. Like there wouldn't be the hierarchy that we once had. I had a feeling that a lot of the teams were gonna make a loop, just change it up a little bit this season, and so far that has been the case. I mean, it's somewhat predictable. We thought Buccaneers would be elite. They're now the number one team in the entire league, arguably.
I think,
that's my number one anyway, is the
that's
Buccaneers.
Your number one?
Buccaneers right now.
I get it.
The fact that Baker keeps winning without any receivers.
Yeah, no, he's been given challenge after challenge, and he's risen to the occasion every time. I'd agree with that. Who do you put at number two?
Number two was a challenging spot to do. I hate this, and I have to say it because it's gonna be the case.
No,
it's gonna be the Chiefs.
It's not.
It's gonna be the fucking Chiefs.
No,
they're 3-3 right now, and they would have been at the bottom of the 10 last week.
You're putting the 3-3 Chiefs in front
2.
of the 4-1 Pittsburgh Steelers.
4-1 Pittsburgh Steelers are 5 on this list. 5.
Come on, you got to give them some credit.
The Bills,
I know they're old.
Bills are beating them, for sure.
I mean, the Bills just got whooped by the Falcons.
Yeah, well, that was weird. I don't even.
you can't. That's not an excuse. Oh, it was weird. So that shit was weird as hell.
Number 3, you got
Michael Penis Jr.
Seattle Seahawks.
No.
Yes.
No.
At number 3,
JSN has been going absolutely nuclear. He's been absolutely phenomenal this season. It's been fun to watch.
4, you got the Green Bay mother-loving Packers, unbiasedly.
You're putting the Packers below the Seahawks right now.
Yes. Have you watched a single Seahawks game at all?
They play in the NFC East.
No,
dude.
have you? No, they don't.
West. That's what I meant.
The West is good too.
I'm
chronologically,
neurologically challenged.
The 49ers are 4-1 and the Rams are hella good. Why do you mean they're playing in the West? The West is a really good division, Christian.
Nah, not really. Not really.
And
they've all been exposed by a shit team.
Seahawks are nasty. I'm so convinced the Seahawks are good this year.
I'd put them at 5.
But I see them choking like.
I'd put the Chiefs closer to 6 or 7.
That's fair. I'm putting them up high because I know what's going to happen. Unfortunately, this week they would be at the 6 or 7 rank, but I'm putting them at 2 because I know what's going to happen. They're good again. They're getting Rashee Rice this week. Xavier Worthy's healthy. They just need Isaiah Pacheco to lock in, and they're good.
Do you think that they're going to be looking into running backs closer to the trade deadline?
They should, because Pacheco's been awful.
Could you imagine if Alvin Kamara was traded to the Chiefs?
That'd be funny, but it's terrible. I don't want that. I want the Chiefs to lose.
Yeah. Wow. Incredible. That's a cold
As an NFL
take right
fan,
there.
yeah.
That's a cold take right there. Who do you think we could approach at the deadline?
Who? Packers?
Yeah, for a trade.
I don't think we should trade. I think we should pick up, like, if we need a corner, which is who we would trade for, if we just pick up Asante Samuel, I think. Or
yeah, I mean, I've been hearing whispers that Kingsley Anabara is on the way out for a trade.
But yeah, no, if we trade, we're trading a player for some picks. Because
I don't think I'm concerned about Asante Samuel. If you look how good he is, and you see how long he's been sitting on the market for, there's clearly something at play.
Yeah.
Whether if it's him and his agent wanting an X amount of dollars post injury,
it is
or
weird.
his injury is that bad.
Who was the other DB though that was on that? free agency that was pretty good. I forgot, but reminds me of like J.C. Jackson.
Yeah,
like how he went. He was like arguably the best.
Wasn't he the highest paid corner at the time
Chargers,
of his newest contract?
Like, well,
it was the Patriots.
He got traded to the Chargers for that contract.
Oh, okay.
It was his rookie contract on the Patriots, J.C. Jackson, and he was absolutely nuts on the Patriots. He had some crazy picks. He got traded to the Chargers, and he just fucking sucked. He sucked.
Are you sure it wasn't the other way around?
Patriots had him first, for sure.
Okay.
Let me look this up. I just remember I seen some of those stats of his picks before. Yeah, so first 4 years in New England, and then he went to the Chargers, and now he's in New England again. I did not know that.
That's why I was probably thinking that.
Look at this shit. 2020, 9 picks. 2021, 8 picks. 2019, 5 picks. That's like unheard of.
Yeah.
Like that's Xavier McKinney level interceptions 2 seasons consecutive. And then the next season on the Chargers, he plays all the games. No, he plays 14 games, 0 picks, 12 combined tackles, meaning assisted tackles and everything. And the previous years he had 44, 34. He just fell off the map.
Do the Niners have any good corners? Travaris Ward's on the Colts now.
Yeah.
I'm only asking because Kingsley Enagbara's name was tied to the 49ers.
Yeah. Lenore.
Dude, if we could get
that's
Lenore.
That's all I know. That's really all I know.
If we can get Lenore, I would be very happy. I would be very happy with that. I'm sure we would have to give up a fourth or a fifth.
Why would
on
top
top
they,
of Kingsley?
But why would they be trading their only good corner?
Because they have no pass rush.
Nah.
They're actively looking for pass rushers on the market. They've already hit up the Bengals for Trey.
Like big guy. Yeah, well, it kind of sucks that Fred Warner got injured. I
mean, they're gonna need that. I'm sure they're gonna call up the Dolphins about Bradley Chubb.
Yeah,
they are in such a weird spot with like having an offense that's completely ridden with illness. I mean, not illness, injury.
They're all just sick as fuck.
They're all sick as hell.
I'd be very concerned if they're just all really sick.
They're riddled with injury, but they still have Christian McCaffrey and 2 serviceable quarterbacks.
Yeah,
like they're. Which I also hear
they should trade Mac Jones. I think
sell high would be pretty good on Mac Jones. I also hear that they're thinking about trading Jawan Jennings. I don't know why, but also Jacoby Myers is in the wide receiver conversation for the Raiders after he asked for a trade. So it's going to be interesting to see where all these teams go because 49ers, I think they need some more offensive firepower. Steelers definitely need it. Dolphins have a lot of it. I think it's fire sale for them.
Well, why do people keep saying the Steelers need offensive power? I think they need a running back, but I really don't think that they need another receiver.
I think they do, purely because
Calvin Austin's is good.
I agree. I do think A.J. Brown would turn this offense into a Super Bowl contending offense.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about my fantasy team. I do not want to split catches and receptions with DK.
You're already doing that with Devontae Smith.
Yeah, but I don't know. I would rather have A-Rod than Jalen Hurts. Fuck Jalen Hurts. Fuck Jalen Hurts. That bum.
Yeah, I think if you put A.J. Brown on that roster, 2 massive wide receivers who have played together already at Ole Miss, which think about that.
Yeah,
think about,
I forgot about
game planning for DK Metcalf and A.J. Brown like
terrifying.
On the same offense. That's insane. That would definitely be up the Steelers' alley because you look at Darnell Washington being just sub 300.
They should have just kept George Pickens.
Jonnu Smith's pretty massive. I mean, they have a really sizable offense.
You said Darnell Washington, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's on there. He's crazy. And I think they got to trade Pat Freiermuth. He's been pretty much useless.
Well, I mean, they have 3 tight ends. There's not like a whole lot. I mean, Pat doesn't really fit the bill anymore.
He's more
definitely
like
serviceable.
Jonnu's more like a Joker guy. I saw him on some jet sweeps.
Arthur Smith is gooning over this man.
Yeah, but it's so bizarre to see a tight end go into motion into a jet sweep. It's like you've never seen that shit. I do like Arthur Smith's offense. Like, I like how it's formed. I like how he always has like 3 tight ends out there. But somehow that does not translate to a good run game because they're like 29th in rushing yards this season.
Do you think that's more of a problem with the offensive line or the running backs? Because Kenneth Gainwell's been doing pretty decent.
Not really. I mean, he had one good game when Jalen Warren was injured.
He's been serviceable enough to split carries with Jalen Warren.
Yeah. I don't know what the issue is. Because, like, I think Jalen Warren's talented enough to be successful. And
I think we need to look into the play splits.
That Steelers O-line is good. It is good, without a doubt. I see, like when I was talking about the Packer game, you always can tell that you're about to get a 5+ yard rush because the O-line has so much penetration into the defense. Like, the D-line is 3 yards back. Like, Jalen Warren should be able to succeed with this O-line, but for some reason the run game has not been that good.
I mean, he's coming off injury too. I'm sure he's limited in snack counts moving forward.
Yeah, speaking of, in like an hour, Bengals Steelers. We should talk about that before the end of the pod.
Yeah, we'll do a quick thing here. I think Steelers obviously take it.
Steelers, but I think
it'll be close. I think they'll keep it close. Icy Hot Bowl is gonna go nutty.
Steelers to blow their cheeks out the water, all over Joe Flacco,
like that.
Yeah,
like that inside of Joe Flacco's
and
butt.
he's gonna be cheering for Jamar Chase. And I have no fantasy players on this game. But
yeah, here's what's going to happen, right? So Steelers are going to win by 40, but Jamar Chase will still have 3 touchdowns. So, and their whole 98
So
yard.
at minimum, the Steelers are winning by 61, or they're scoring 61 points.
Yep. That's my prediction.
That's fair.
That's my prediction.
Yeah.
In reality, though, I think this will be closer than people think. I do think the Steelers will score 35. I think it'll be 35-24.
I think it's going to be 24-10 Steelers.
I can see that too. If Joe Flacco can
There's a
tap
lot
back into
of
what he had
people
last year,
betting on 2 touchdowns for A-Rod and 2 touchdowns for Joe Flacco, and I hate that bet. I don't think either. I think either
that
of
could
them.
happen. Oh, yeah. That definitely could happen.
Yeah, well, Mr. Guy that always says,
Mr. Guy, go fuck you.
That's not going to happen on my parlays. And then they hit, Christian. So I don't want to listen to this guy about no gambling ideologies because he doesn't know shit about ball.
Gambling ideologies is a crazy
That's my
phrase.
next subreddit.
Gambling ideologies. r/gambling ideologies.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out.
But
yeah,
I think this was a fun episode.
Yeah, I think so. I think we had a lot of good momentum.
Yeah.
We actually recorded at nighttime at Lambeau again.
As always.
This time.
Because we do that every time.
Because we do that every time.
We drive to Lambeau.
This time felt a little different, though. Felt good. Good. Felt a little...
Earlier, some would say, felt like I was more awake, you know?
Yeah. We actually got to record earlier at Lambeau because it's been getting darker quicker.
Yeah.
So we've been having a little bit more energy.
It's nice, yeah.
But yeah, well, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate it if you made it this far.
Yeah.
Please check us out on Instagram, TikTok. We have Spotify, Amazon Music. Check out all the links are going to be in the description. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.